These are the 7 credit card hacks that banks don't want you to know about. But because you guys follow me, I'm gonna let you guys in on all the secrets. So I've been in the credit card space for nearly my entire adult life, and I've opened and closed over 20 different credit cards, accumulated hundreds and thousands of reward points, and redeemed those reward points for great benefits such as free flights and stays at luxurious hotels around the world. And these are all the credit card hacks that I've learned over the past decade that I'll be passing on to you. Now, these credit card hacks are in no particular order, but I'm going to be saving the best one till last, so make sure you stay around for that one. But don't worry, every other credit card hack that I talk about today is still going to be very, very valuable. So starting off with the first credit card hack, and that's late fee waivers. Now, I'll be honest, fees suck, especially when it comes to late payment fees. Now, I get it, sometimes life gets in the way and you get really busy and simply forget and make an honest mistake. But then, boom, $30 deducted from your account. Well, luckily, all it takes is for you to really call up or start a live chat with the customer service team and then ask them for a one-time courtesy waiver. I may have even had like 3 or 4 one-time courtesy waivers, but please don't abuse this because at the end of the day, it is up to the bank's discretion as to whether they reverse the late payment fee. And if they see a consistent pattern of you making late payment fees, then they might not actually grant it to you. Now, do you guys know what sucks even more than a late payment fee? Paying hundreds of dollars for a credit card annual fee. Which leads me to the second hack, and that's to request an annual fee refund. Now, I'll be honest, this method doesn't always work like the previous method, but I do know it does work because I got a refund of $375 for my ANZ frequent flyer black card's annual fee. So the steps that I took to receive a refund on my annual fee was I simply called up the bank and asked to speak with their customer service team, and then requested to see if it would be possible to receive a refund on my annual fee because I was closing my credit card early. Now, if you look at my last credit card statement where it shows the refund, you'll notice that the transaction details states that it was a goodwill credit, meaning it really is up to the bank's discretion as to whether or not you'll receive the annual fee refund. Now, I was very fortunate to receive a full refund on my annual fee, but I would imagine that sometimes you might receive some pushback from the bank themselves. Now, if you do receive some pushback, some other methods that you could try out is to actually just ask for a prorated annual fee refund. So basically, if you've used the credit card for 6 months, you would receive pretty much half of the annual fee back as a refund. Another method that you could try is to tell the bank that your fixed rate mortgage is coming to an end and you need to refinance your mortgage, which is why you need to close down your credit cards. I've had that work for me a few times as well, so you can give it a try if the other 2 methods don't work out. Now, I know for a fact that some banks like NAB will outright not entertain any annual fee refunds. But if you are successful in receiving a refund on your annual fee, this essentially drastically improves the value that you get from your credit card. In my example with the ANZ frequent flyer black card, I was able to get 100,000 Qantas frequent flyer points plus $250 cash back for pretty much absolutely $0 because I was able to get a refund on my annual fee. Now, the next credit card hack is actually one that banks do want you to know about, and that's to make sure you're protected whilst you're browsing the internet, such that you can stay protected from hackers who try to send you malicious emails and links trying to steal your credit card details, which is where the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN, can help. Now, by using NordVPN, you can protect your internet connection whilst also making it seem like you're in a totally different country like the United States, which has other benefits too, such as allowing yourself to gain access to new movies and new TV shows on streaming platforms like Netflix that you otherwise wouldn't have access to here in Australia. But NordVPN actually does a whole lot more than just making it seem like you're in another country. With NordVPN's threat protection, you can actually become safer online with a single click of a button. NordVPN's threat protection shields you from malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads. and it also lets you know about potential vulnerabilities. NordVPN are currently running a promotion where they are giving 4 months for free on any 2-year plan, and until March the 20th, as a part of their birthday campaign, anybody who purchases a 2-year plan will also get an Uber Eats voucher up to $30. And the best thing about all of this is that it's completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So give NordVPN a go using the link in my description box below. Thank you once again, NordVPN, for sponsoring today's video. The next hack is ensuring that you're using the right card in order to maximize how many reward points you earn. If you're someone who has multiple credit cards in their wallet, then oftentimes, depending on who you're purchasing from and what you're purchasing, there's oftentimes a credit card that's going to optimize your spend such that you maximize the number of reward points that you earn. For example, if you're shopping for your everyday groceries and you had the Platinum Edge credit card and the Amex Platinum card, the Platinum Edge rewards you with 3 reward points per dollar spent whenever you're shopping at major supermarkets, whilst the Platinum card will only reward you with 2.25 reward points. Another example would be if you are purchasing flights with Qantas. With the Westpac Altitude Black card, you'd be rewarded with 6 points per dollar spent, whilst if you are using the Amex Explorer card, then you'd only be earning 2 reward points per dollar spent. So by ensuring that you're using the right credit card, you can optimize your spend such that you're earning the maximum number of reward points possible. Now, one of the key factors that negatively impacts your credit score is when you open up a new credit card. Now, you might be in a situation where the annual fee for your credit card is coming up for renewal, but you still have reward points that you haven't spent yet, and you actually don't know what you want to use it for yet. Now, you don't want to close the card because that means you're going to lose your reward points, but you also don't want to pay for the annual fee again. Now, the next credit card hack is requesting for a product change, which solves this issue. Product change is essentially when you call your bank up and ask them to actually downgrade you to a credit card that has no annual fee. You can actually move your credit between different cards from the same provider. So for example, if you had the Amex Explorer card, you can actually request American Express to downgrade your card to the American Express Essential card. This way you don't have to pay for an annual fee moving forward. By doing this, not only do you not have to pay that annual fee, but you also get to keep your reward points and then decide later what you want to do with them. Doing this won't result in a hard pull of your credit report, meaning it won't negatively impact your credit score. Oh, and by the way guys, I do have a free newsletter right now where I share the latest credit card offers, credit card updates, and news on a weekly basis. So if you're interested, check that out using my link in the description box. Now, the next credit card hack is maximizing the number of interest-free days you get for your purchases. So interest-free days, it seems like a pretty straightforward concept, except it isn't. So what are interest-free days? Well, essentially, they're the period of time that you aren't charged interest on any purchases that you've made on your credit card. Simple enough, right? Now, the most common mistake that I see most people make with this concept is assuming that the number of interest-free days starts from the date of your purchase. So let's say you purchased a new mobile phone for $1,000 on the 1st of May, and your credit card gives you up to 55 days of interest-free, then you might think that you have until the 24th of June to pay back that $1,000, or else you'll start incurring interest. Now, if you thought that was how interest-free days work, then unfortunately you've been wrong. But don't worry, once upon a time, I also thought that was how it worked. So interest-free days actually run from the start of your statement period until the payment due date. So I've got one of my recent credit card statements here, and you'll notice that the statement period is from the 4th of April till the 2nd of May, and then the payment due date is on the 29th of May. Another way to interpret these dates is that any payments made between the 4th of April till the 2nd of May has to be paid back in full by the 29th of May, or else I'll begin to be charged interest. Now, hopefully you're beginning to get the picture here, but if you still don't get it, let's bring it all home with a simple example. Using the dates from my credit card statement, let's assume that we made a purchase for a new mobile phone for $1,000 on the 4th of April, which gives us 55 days of interest-free days until the 29th of May, where we would have to pay it back in full, or else we'd start to be charged interest. In the second scenario, let's assume that we made that same $1,000 purchase on the 1st of May. In this situation, we actually only have 28 days of interest free until the 29th of May. So by understanding our statement period and how interest-free days work, we can maximize the number of interest-free days that we get for our purchases. Essentially, what we want to do is to time our large purchases, such as TVs, phones, and couches at the beginning of the statement period in order to maximize the number of interest-free days that we make on those purchases. Now, the next credit card hack is to actually ensure that you refresh the number of interest-free days that you receive. Now, another very common unknown fact about interest-free days is that if you don't pay off the entire outstanding balance from the previous statement period, in the new statement period, you actually don't receive any interest-free days. Yes, you heard that right. This means that even if you had $5 outstanding from your previous balance, this means that any new purchases that you make in your current statement period will immediately begin to accrue interest. The bank won't tell you this because it's kind of hidden away in the T's and C's, so make sure you always pay off your balance in full every single month. The last credit card hack is having multiple sign-up bonuses. So you can actually apply for multiple credit cards and receive multiple sign-up bonuses. Now, I don't mean signing up for an Amex credit card and then a Citibank credit cards. Everyone knows that you can do that and receive multiple sign-up bonuses. But what I mean is that you can actually apply for an American Express credit card, receive your sign-up bonus, and then wait a period between 12 to 18 months, and then open that same credit card or a different credit card and receive another sign-up bonus. I myself am doing this right now. I've just canceled my American Express Essential card, and then I'll be waiting 18 months before I sign up for the American Express Platinum card, which will award me with 200,000 bonus membership reward points. This is hands down one of the fastest ways that you can accelerate the number of reward points that you earn. Now, yes, you can earn reward points on an ongoing basis simply by spending with your credit card. However, if you wanted to earn 200,000 membership reward points with American Express, this essentially means that you need to spend $100,000 in a year with your credit card. And I don't know about you, but I don't have $100,000 to spend on my credit card. Instead, by doing this, you're essentially playing within the rules that the banks themselves has set out. Now, some banks will have very explicit rules. So for example, ANZ requires you to not have had the same card or a similar card within that range within the past 12 months to be eligible for a sign-up bonus. American Express, on the other hand, has a rule that you must not have had any American Express credit card for the past 18 months to be eligible for a sign-up bonus. So those are the 7 credit card hacks that I had to share with you guys today. If you have other credit card hacks that I didn't mention in this video, I would really like to know them down in the comments below. As always guys, if you found this video useful or enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that button. As always guys, if you did enjoy the video or learn something new, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. Now, if you guys are interested in knowing which credit cards to sign up for, I recently ranked over 20 different cards into a tier list that you might want to check out here.